I see.
There's a door at the far back of the strawberry tower, but nothing is drawn on the other side of that door. Now, does this mean that the exit is on the other side of this door? Therefore, we must try to confirm it by opening this door. Nekomaru lets out a battle cry, "Roar!" grabbed on the doorknob tightly with both hands, and attempted to pry the door open. However, what does this mean? The doorknob won't budge, not even one bit. Is it locked? Well, shit, it appears to be locked tight.
Show some spirit.
In that case, I shall use my full power. Roar! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But not yet. Here it comes, the incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Roar! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. That would be bad. So, shouldn't we discuss this with everyone else first before you attempt to force your way through?
See.
Yeah, you have a point.
Oh.
Very well then. Even though the door would have opened soon, I'll give it a rest. Then, let's go back to the strawberry house and discuss this with everyone. If they'll listen to what I have to say, that is. They're very suspicious of Hajime the boy. I skipped the first part of the dialogue. Oops. Actually, you can go back, right? Where can you read the previous dialogue? I know there's a button for that, right? System? Transcript. There we go. Huh. Is it just me, or does it seem rowdy by the elevator over there? Did something happen? Okay. Let's go to the elevator then. Yeah, everybody's here. Talk to Gundam.
You fiend.
Where were you? I swear I'm making an overload wait. Very well, but this won't happen a second time. Hajime, were you safe? Apparently, Monoko has something to say, but I have an odd feeling about this. I only have a bad feeling about this. Talk to Chaki.
Well?
Apparently, Monokuma has something to say, but he's not gonna tell us until everyone's together. It's probably something terrible again. Terrible. It would be much better if he was just terrible. Did you tell Akane what you wanted to say?
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she didn't want to hear it, but I'm the only person who could say it. Fuyuhiko's such a good boy. Apparently Monokuma has something to say. Sure.
Hey!
Is Fuyuhiko alright? I think he was trying to flirt with me. You'd think that he was flirting? He's glaring at the bathroom with his eyes full of abnormal malice. Is he really that upset that he can't take a shit? I guess I would be upset too, right? Maybe not. That's Nagito's corner right there. So before we talk to Monokuma, can we go up? No. Okay, that's fine. Let's just talk to Monokuma there. Oh, there's Nagito right there. Away from everybody else like the emo boy he is. Hajime, I was waiting for you, you know. Were you waiting for me? Monokuma said he'll be presenting something when everyone is here. Monokuma said that. Okay. Yo, how are you guys doing? Were you able to get the general idea of strawberry houses inside?
Huh?
Side, not inside. Strawberry houses side? That's a strange thing to say. It sounds like there are all the buildings.
Of course!
Of course! That's why there's this thing called a contact elevator.
Let me ask.
Contact elevator, you say?
Hey!
Even though it's an elevator, it's a big mistake to think that moves vertically. This is an elevator that travels along a rail, so even moving horizontally is easy as pie. Easy as a pie. Then, does this elevator go to a different building?
Yeah.
That's right, to the Grape House. Huh? The Grape House?
Hey!
The Fun House is an enormous building that's made up of other buildings.
See ya
Well,
later.
we can worry about the details when we get to the Grape House. I'll be going ahead.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but he just wanted to tell us to go to the grape house this time, right? And that we must ride the elevator, right?
Are we screwed?
Well, what should we do?
Show some spirit!
We just have to go for it. The only way we can overcome the situation is to make a move.
I mean...
But still, you know. What? Are you scared?
Of course
Oh,
not!
hell no! Why you say that in front of Miss Sonia? Fine, I'll fucking go. I'm not scared at all. Well, I don't have it as bad as Kazuichi, but I do have a bad feeling about this. But we can't just stand here and do nothing. Alright, let's go. When I pressed the grey button next to the door, it immediately opened. Monokuma is so small. We stepped onto the elevator and off we went to the grape house. Monokuma, wait. Is this already moving? If so, that would be
How
awesome.
so?
Hey,
I mean, it's not vibrating at all, right? This is probably a really high performance elevator if it's not vibrating all that much. Maybe it's not actually moving? Alright, let's open the door and make sure.
Must not.
You cannot! That's too dangerous! After staying inside the vibration-free elevator, eventually the door in front of us suddenly opened. It appears we arrived at our destination. Maybe this is the same building, just with different decoration and lights? So, this is the grape house. No matter where I look, everything is plastered with grape patterns. I was already fed up with the strawberry patterns, but this is also unpleasant.
Welcome.
Okay, welcome to the grape house. Now then, allow me to explain the grape house.
what?
Ta-da! This is the grape house in its entirety. Okay, so it's not the same building. It's kind of similar though. Very similar. So, let's explain the first floor. Ahem. Aside from the fact that there's no final dead room, it's basically no different than the strawberry house. Just like how there's a strawberry hole over there, there's a grape hole on this side. And when you go through the grape hole, that means there's a grape tower. The second floor of the grape house is the same as the second floor of the strawberry house. I've prepared 5 guest rooms of different types, along with a relaxing lounge. But the main attraction of the grape house is obviously the third floor, the Monokuma Archive. Everyone loves the Monokuma Archive. If you want to know about my proud accomplishments and contributions, feel free to study the literature there. Now then, this concludes the tour, but I believe it would be difficult to understand if I just explain with words, so you should all use your own 2 feet to check out the inside of the building. That's all from me. Any questions?
Like,
I'm starting to get hungry. What's the food anyway? Is that necessary?
hey.
What are you saying? Of course it is. But it's supposed to be an escape game, so how can there be any tension if there's no time limit? So I've decided to use the stomachs as the time limit.
Don't tell me.
What do you mean?
In other words.
Well, simply put, it means kill someone before you're starved to death.
Lies.
What the heck? If you're planning to kill someone, I highly recommend you make your kill as soon as possible. It will be too late if you get so weak you have no energy to kill. Hey, hold on!
What?
Starve?
Damn it.
Damn it! How much more of this do we have to take until we're satisfied? Was he seriously about there being no food?
I don't want that.
No way, that's the only thing I don't want. I don't mind starving as long as I can eat. Just let me eat already. I don't mind starving as long as I can eat. Definitely a poet. As soon as she learned that there was no food, she was overcome by hunger. Obsessions are truly annoying. But at least try to stay calm. Now's not the time for you to panic.
Hey,
Well, being loud here isn't gonna help us, so for now, we should explore the inside of this building too.
right?
After all, if you don't give up, you're sure to find hope. Isn't that right for you, Hiko?
Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Then let's get started. The same pairing as before is fine, right?
Hey.
Oh, hold on. This time around, I really want to pair up with Miss Sonia.
Like,
She already left with Gundam. Looks like you're being avoided, not just rejected. Kazuichi, I do understand that you're feeling down, but we better get going.
Damn right.
Akane, you two, how much longer are you gonna stay shocked? Come on, let's go. With heavy steps, everyone left to explore the grape house.
Then
Alan, where should we start? Since we're on the first floor, it might be okay if we start with the grape tower.
I see.
So you're saying we're gonna start with the most suspicious place? Alright, then let's start with the grape tower!
Show some spirit.
Let's start with the grape tower! Anyway, let's find the exit. There's no way I'm going to let myself starve to death in here. Kazuichi. Poor boy, being avoided. Okay. So we can't go into the girls' bathroom. Can we go into the boys' bathroom now? There's a bathroom here as well. Regardless, I still cannot shit. It's the only downside to this body. The only downside? Your optimism is praiseworthy. It's a clock. It's a wall clock. Since there are no windows or Monokuma announcements, I have to rely on the clocks to know what time it is. Interesting. It's a surveillance camera right there. There's a monitor right there, so that could be Monokuma announcements. How do I know there are none of those? Bronze statues. So this is one of the characters on the first game, right? Ogre. What is this muscular bronze statue? It's probably an ornament, but it doesn't fit the ambience at all. And there's a name written on here. Ogre. Does that mean that's the statue of an ogre? Why is it wearing a sailor uniform?
Starting to get pumped up.
Look at that statue! I'm starting to feel a little excited. But why is there a statue like that in a place like this?
I'm gonna do it.
Wait, is this creature inside this building? I don't think so. This is probably in the hall just to garnish it.
Huh?
Garnish? You mean like food garnish? Is this food? Is this tasty? It's not food. It's just decoration. Oh my god. So obsessed. Starving us seems like pretty straightforward for Monokuma. That piece of shit. How dare he put us in such a dirty trick? How dare he pull such a dirty trick on civilians? Yeah, I guess he's gonna care about us being civilians, right? Nothing behind the grapes. Doesn't seem. I guess we need to go to the grape hall. Grape tower is beyond this door, right? Just like the strawberry hall, I only need to press this button.
Show some spirit.
Alright, leave it to me. Nekomaru raised his voice and vigorously slammed the button more times than he needed to. It's not opening. That's weird. When we were at the strawberry hall, they should have opened. Don't tell me it's out of order. Fine time for it to break down. Well, it's obviously shouldn't. Did you hear something? And that's when Nekomaru started shouting. The door opened, but what was that pause just now? Why didn't the door open right away?
I see.
So this is Grape Tower. The structure of this building doesn't seem all that different compared to Strawberry Tower. Yeah, you're right. The building is the same circular shape and the ceiling is just as high and hard to make out. However, this wall is green, Strawberry Tower's wall is red. Speaking of different, there's something blatantly different over there. Yeah, she's eating a grape now. There's a picture on the floor of Usame's face with grapes in her mouth. This feels different from Strawberry Tower. The Usame picture over there had strawberry in her mouth. Wow, such perception. But what's truly different? What is it? The walls are still pretty similar. Along the tower floor, there appears to be many lights built into the floor, illuminating the wall. The lights are all green. Because of these lights, the walls and interior design of the tower look green. And with the lights, they're able to create designs on the wall. However, because of the lights are shining on the walls, the ceiling is pretty dark and I can't really see it. There's the pillars. On both sides of the door, in the far back, stand two huge pillars. When I turned around, there are gate posts or pillars on both sides of the door Nekomaru and I entered from. It appears they're standing face to face with the other pair. It's the same as Strawberry Tower. I guess we know that there are pillars on both sides of the door. On the Grape Tower door at the far back, there's a strawberry image on there. A strawberry door inside a Grape Tower? That sounds complicated. It's like the opposite of Strawberry Tower. As I recall, there should have been a grape image on the far back door of Strawberry Tower. So on the strawberry side, there's a grape door, and on the grape side, a strawberry door. That's even more complicated. It's not that complicated, come on. However, this time, this door might connect to the outside.
I see.
It's obvious by looking at these maps, since there's nothing beyond the far back door of the grape house. If so, the only thing we can do is try it.
Hold it.
I heard you guys were discussing, but it would be pointless to even try, I think.
What?
Excuse me? What did you just say? Before we get to that, why are you here, Chucky? Weren't you with Nagito and Kazuichi? It's exhausting to be around those two. So you ran away?
Well,
That door doesn't lead outside. I think it's pointless to even try it out. Definitely. Definitely, you say? It's rare for Chucky to be that certain.
yep.
I have a good reason for that. I think I found out the secret of the funhouse's structure. The secret of the structure?
Want me to tell you?
Want me to tell you? Do you want me to explain it to you? Well, pay close attention to each house's relationship to its respective tower.
Hey.
First, try to remember the first floor of the Strawberry House. From the elevator, Strawberry Hall is on your left-hand side, right? And if you walk along it, you end up at the Strawberry Tower, right?
See?
On the other hand, Grape House. From the elevator, Grape House is on your right-hand side, right? And if you walk along it, you end up at Grape Tower, right? Now, here comes the main point. With those two buildings...
Whoa!
Ah, so you were here all along?
Hey.
Hey, Chucky, don't go running off on your own.
Hey.
You disappeared so suddenly, I was worried about you. Kazuichi, Nagito.
You...
Thanks to your disappearance, I was left all alone with Nagito. Was that annoying for you?
That's right.
Hell yeah, he was. I don't want to be alone with a creep like you.
This is troubling.
I see, so it's not just Hajime. You don't trust me either, huh, Kazuichi?
Hey.
Hey, are you okay? Have you stopped trusting other humans?
Shut up!
Oh, well, yeah, thanks to you, bastard.
Huh?
Oh, you all came. Good timing. We didn't have to waste any time gathering people.
Huh?
That was quick. I thought your investigations would take more time.
Well, yeah.
There are many areas to search, and we didn't find any good clues. Right now, the only thing I found out is there's seriously no food anywhere. This ain't even funny at all. I heard it's super painful to die from starvation. Before that happens, why don't we, the hamsters that Gundam carries around? You imbecile, why are you implying? I'm sorry. Kazuichi, you should be grateful to Sonia. If you had gotten your hands on my 4 Dark Divas of Destruction, your body would be incinerated by hellfire.
Hey.
But are the hamsters going to be okay without food?
I shall engulf this
Fortunately, the flowers blooming in Strawberry's house's indoor park are cursed flowers from Hell's Garden. As long as those seeds are there, the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction shall not lose a single hit point. I'm relieved to hear that. Now then, let's listen to your reports and see what you guys have found. Personally, I'd rather let Chiaki continue her talk, but... oh well, I should listen to what everyone has to say.
Now then.
Is it fine if Gundam, Fuyuhiko and I represent our teams and give the reports?
Damn right.
Yeah, I don't mind. Rejoice, mongrels. I've discovered something that you fiends will be happy to hear about.
Of course.
Yes, our team's discovery is #1. We shall not lose. I think the priorities are off slightly. A Brazilian Monokuma comment has me brainstorming a funny for later. Right, you're gonna make a way Monokuma meme. Oh, hello, Cheshire. How are you doing on this afternoon? I hope you're doing well. Actually, it's pretty much evening here already. It's 5:45, and the sun is almost entirely set. It's very dark outside, very blue outside. It's pretty interesting. Almost like a video game, actually. That's how blue it is. Like very, very dark blue. Anyways. I think I want to start talking with Chucky, probably. Personally, I'd rather let Chucky continue his talk, but everyone's reports are important too. Okay, so I guess we got to do that.
Huh?
Chucky, when I realized she suddenly disappeared, I couldn't believe she went to you of all people. And now everyone's gathered here all of a sudden. What's going on? You better not say I lured everyone here. Well, it's not like that. But you look like you already knew this place was important, so you were totally cased in this area. So once someone's suspicious of me, anything I do will look suspicious to them, huh? What should I do? Shai, we went to the Monokuma Park and ended up here. You see, they're funny, don't you worry. Where are they anyways? Are they locked in a weird virtual reality? It's like we went to the new island and then we went to the fun house and Monokuma got us trapped on this. It's like two towers. It's the grape towers and the strawberry towers. So it's like we're locked inside these buildings with no food and we are only gonna be let out once we commit a murder. That's the story behind this chapter, apparently.
Huh?
We should first listen to the reports the others have gathered. Okay. I got it.
Lies.
This isn't funny at all. There's no food anywhere. Instead of talking about food all the time, how about you try to find the exit? Exit? Is that tasty?
Oh my.
It's chick. Even the inside of her head is full of drool. Okay, let's start with Fuyuhiko then.
Damn right.
I'm sure the others already know, but let me tell you just in case. The second floor of Grape House also has guest rooms similar to the ones on the second floor of the Strawberry House. But instead of being covered with strawberry patterns, they're covered with grape patterns.
Also,
Like the guest rooms, there's a similar lounge here as well. There's also a phone in the lounge too. However, instead of the grape button there was on the phone in the Strawberry House's lounge. There's a strawberry button on the phone in the Grape House's lounge.
now then.
Now, I'm just guessing at this point, but it's possible that we can use those two phones to communicate with each other.
For sure.
So, the picture on the buttons show where each phone connects to. That's probably it. Very interesting.
All right.
Our team's discovery is #1. We shall not lose. Hurry up and ask Gundam about it. What does Sonia think these reports are supposed to be about? Let's talk to Nagito first.
Now then.
Allow me to give you a brief report.
Someone like me.
Since I'm the one who made the discovery, it's just as important as I am.
No good.
Which
at all.
means it's not important at all.
Hey, bastard.
Just hurry up and say it already. Well, it's about the third floor of the Grape House.
See?
Do you remember what Monokuma said about the Monokuma archive on the third floor? I actually tried to go there.
Jeez.
Like the name suggests, it's an archive full of stuff about Monokuma. It reminded me of those celebrities who built the memorial houses in their hometown. Then it looks like we don't ever need to go in there. Ever.
Actually.
Also, I found a lost child at the Monokuma archive. A lost child?
What?
Where did she go?
Hey!
Hey, don't just hide. Come on out. Hello? So the lost child was you. Right? That's how people react, right? When I had a general idea of how you won't react. It's okay, I won't be depressed anymore. I'm used to being treated so poorly. How sad. It's so sad to get used to it. She seems a little tense. Did Monokuma bring you here as well, Monomi? Yes, I'm so ashamed of myself for getting carelessly tricked by him. I'm a failure as a teacher. I have no right to guide everyone.
Like...
Nobody here considers you a teacher to begin with. But I'm honestly happy that you're here. Hey, are you complete stuffed animal? Is there any parts of you left that's still rabbit meat? I'm expected to be food? Okay, I guess that was it. Oh, we can talk to her actually. I feel like Anna's Pharaoh's hair. It's like, licked from head to toe. But it feels kind of good. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Well, let's talk to Gundam then. Now then, I shall present to you my discovery.
Let me tell you.
I won't let you say such nonsense like I forgot. Monokuma said it himself before we arrived here. He said there are ship parts in the funhouse.
Hey,
Could it be? Kazuichi and you lowly humans, fall to your knees and show your gratitude to me, the overlord of ice of the destroyed world of death. Feast your eyes on this! Behold! A motor! It's a ship part! Based on its based on its extremely small size. Isn't that? Oh my god. I need a second to breathe. Oh my god. That's just a radio controlled toy. Allow me to tell you a little old story. I was born as a result of a union between a human and a demon. My existence was shut by both races. Perhaps it's because nobody has ever bought me a toy before, but I believe this is truly remarkable. I'm not asking about that. You mean the sheer part you found was just some radio control toy? See, you totally got tricked. I never said a single word about the ship being real. Stupid, idiot, moron. Looks like we don't even have the strength to get upset. It might be better if we leave him alone for a while. So it was definitely a waste of time to believe Monokuma. If so, what he said about his student profiles might be a lie too. But our situation is getting grim. So grim that I can't really focus on that right now.
Hey.
That was the last report, right? Is it okay if I go now? This is what you mentioned earlier, right? About the structure of the funhouse?
Let me ask.
The structure of the funhouse?
Well,
I've come to a conclusion. The grape tower that we're in currently and the strawberry tower that we're in earlier, I think they're actually the same building. The two towers are the same building, you say? I see. What makes you think that?
see?
Their positions.
Well,
Inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back's facing the elevator, right? But inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back's facing the elevator, right? And so, if you think about it and put those two together, the two towers are the same building and each house connects to the center. That's the building structure that comes to mind. What? Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are the same building? But that might be a possibility. Come on, take a look at this door. Isn't that strawberry image the same one that's on the elevator and the telephone? Then, in the same way, wouldn't that image on the door also be showing where it leads to?
I see.
If that's the case, it would mean the strawberry house is beyond that door with the strawberry image on it. As well as the opposite, the grape door that was at the strawberry tower would lead to the grape house. Meaning, we opened the grape hall's door when we came in here. Depending on which door we use, this tower changes to either Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower.
Perhaps.
Which means, when you look at the other side of the Grape Hall door that we used to come in here,
Yep.
the great pictures should actually be on here.
Hey.
Then all we got to do is confirm it, right? If we can close the door from the other side. That might be impossible.
Huh?
Impossible? Why? Well, Hajime and Nekomaru were the first ones to enter the Grape Tower, right? What's wrong with that?
Well,
When you two entered the Grape Tower from the Grape Hall, didn't it take a little while for the door to open after you pressed the button?
see?
So, just as I assumed. How did you know? When I was walking around by myself, I went back to the Strawberry House for a while. I felt like there was still something I missed when suddenly the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of me. The door automatically closed?
Yep.
And afterward, no matter how much I pressed the button, Strawberry Hall door wouldn't open. Why?
Perhaps.
The doors to Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower must be designed so that only one can open at a time.
See?
I mean, if both doors opened at the same time, we would easily find out that both towers are the same building. If that happens, it wouldn't be a fun house anymore, right? Then the reason the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of you.
So what I mean is...
Was it because we opened the Grape Hall door?
Yep.
When that happened, the Grape Hall door didn't open because it was waiting for Strawberry's Hall door to close. If you think about it like that, it makes sense, right?
Like,
Like I'm saying, all this hard stuff I don't get, but aren't you forgetting the most basic problem? The colors of the walls in Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are different, you know? There's no way they are the same building.
You don't know?
You don't notice? They're just lights on the floor being shined on the wall. By reflecting a colored light onto a white wall, it makes it look like the wall color has changed.
wait.
Then what about the picture on the floor? Is that different too? Isn't that different too? Maybe the floor is just a screen and the picture is being projected from beneath the floor? In fact, when you look at it closely, it's not a picture that was actually drawn onto the floor.
I got it.
Oh, I see. Then it's safe to say that the same building, right? But this is a very important problem, so isn't it better if we test it out? Test. For example, we should leave something behind here, and we all go to Strawberry Tower.
What?
And if it's still there, we can conclude that they're the same building, right?
I see.
Want me to stay then?
Hold on!
Oh, that's impossible. There's a sensor preventing that. Sensors?
Huh?
Don't you feel it? There are countless sensors plastered all over the tower's walls and floors. Why couldn't you notice them? I'm more surprised that you are actually noticing them. My guess is that sensor can probably detect any movement within the tower. And when it reacts, it prevents the door from opening. I knew there would be at least something like that.
Hey.
By the way, how good is that sensor's performance? It's quite high performance. It seems like it can even detect your heartbeats and breathing patterns.
I get it.
Then it would be completely impossible for someone to stay behind.
Hey!
What about Nekomaru? He's a heartless robot. I have a motor running inside of me. It's as good as any human heart. But if you're in sleep mode, that function will come on stop too, right?
Sheesh!
Like I said, if I cease all functions with sleep mode, the sensor wouldn't detect it, but... Do you need to go that far to test it? I won't tolerate any robo prejudice. I'm sorry, you're right. Once I enter sleep mode, I will not regain consciousness until the good night switch is pressed again, or if my chest alarm goes off. I'm a little concerned about being left alone in that state.
You insolent fool!
It is far too dangerous, even as an experiment. It is possible that we might violate the laws of robotics.
Hey!
Then why don't we just use this? My student handbook. I'll leave this handbook here and we'll all move over to Strawberry Tower. And if, by chance, the handbook is still there, we can safely say that the two towers are the same, right? You're right. Let's try this. We left behind Chiaki's e-handbook right away. Then we left Grape Tower and made our way to Strawberry Tower.